Thank you for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue. On this video, I am going to be recreating the double cheeseburger from Whataburger. Let's get going. Doing two things today. First off, I'm chipping away at the request list that is a mile long now. Doing this for a very patient viewer named Johnny C. So here we go, Johnny, the Whataburger. Secondly, I wanted to introduce the latest from the Ballistic Griddle series with Craycourt, and this is the 300 Ballistic. It is basically a flat top griddle, stainless steel cut for the Weber Spirit 300 series. It's got a length of 17 inches and a width of 12 inches, so it'll work with any gas grill where you can fit this on top of the grill. And we've been getting a lot of requests for griddles for the gassers, so there's more to come, believe me. We're going to be making different sizes. So let's take a look at this. Three 16-inch thick stainless steel, has a nice backstop here. Very heavy duty, and it's selling for $59.99. That's a deal. Having had these things made myself, you couldn't have it made for any less than that, believe me. Let's get to making this burger. Now, I'll be honest with you, I really don't know how much the Whataburger patties weigh, but they are fairly large in diameter and very, very thin. So that's what I'm going for, more than going with accurate weight. I am gauging the size of the patties to the size of the buns I'm using, and I want the thickness to be the same, because what I'm striving for is to get that same feel, that same bite that you would feel if you were eating a Whataburger. So I'm using a ring. Whenever I'm doing these kind of corporate burgers, I guess, I try to make these perfectly round so they kind of look like the burgers you're buying at Whataburger, I guess. So I'm just going to put in some beef here and just flatten it out until it's pretty darn thin, and if I have to add some more, then I'll add some more. And there we go. Now this is 80-20 ground chuck, so I'm going just a little larger than the buns that I am using, just to kind of compensate for the shrinkage. These will shrink a little bit. And here we are with patty number 2. Now I'm going to place these in the freezer while I'm getting the grill ready outside. I don't want to freeze these, but I want them to get really cold. These are some very thin patties. I'll meet you out of the backyard. All right, I have the Ballistic Griddle in place, and I'm using my Napoleon gas grill. Now, Whataburger has one of those fancy kind of roller things that butters the buns, and then you drop them in a toaster, you get a perfect toast. I don't have one. I don't know anybody who does. So what I am going to do, I'm going to toast these buns first. I'm going to lay down some clarified butter. Get these buns down. And when I do this, I always like to press down just lightly on the center of the bun, because the buns tend to kind of cup where they're sliced there. And this way you'll get a nice even toast. See, just like that. That's gorgeous. Perfect. Now, Whataburger does what I just did. They place that top bun down first, and then they build the burger kind of upside down, because basically what they do is they're building it on the paper that they're going to wrap it up in. I'm not going to wrap this up, but just to keep it legitimate and also kind of help me keep track of what I'm doing, I'm doing it like they do. So first thing I'm doing is putting on some mustard. And Whataburger has all sorts of options you can choose from, and this seems to be the most traditional or popular, just mustard down. So that's what I'm doing. And then lettuce, and they use sort of a rough chopped lettuce. Then tomatoes. And from everything I've seen, they use 3 slices. Then pickles. And then onions, again, just sort of a rough chopped handful of onions. All right, so this is going to remain there while I cook this burger, but again, it's going to be a fast cook. Burger 1 down, burger 2 down. They have some type of secret seasoning, but from what I understand, it's just sort of a blend of garlic, salt, pepper. That's what this is. They use a pretty long spatch, and they go ahead and score the patties. And I'm guessing they do that to keep it from cupping because it is such a thin patty. Top it with some American cheese. All right, we are going to go ahead and place this carefully. Do a little twist there, make it sexy. Top of that. Bottom bun. All right, so this is the Whataburger that I made, upside down. Let's go ahead and take a look at it, how it's supposed to look. This, in my opinion, looks pretty darn good. I mean, very all-American cheeseburger. And from what I've read, basically, this is the Texas kind of answer to In-N-Out Burger. And I can see that. I can really see that here. Let's give this a try. Again, just pure Americana. Nothing fancy about it. I like that scoring technique. I honestly think that it's to prevent that cupping. That American cheese, just so creamy. The pickles, I mean, it's just pure simplicity. Nice simple bun with a nice toast to it. And I love thick burgers, but something about a really thin burger sometimes just has that perfect texture and very juicy, It's cooked so quickly. Anyway, guys, thank you, Johnny, for the suggestion. This was a fun cook. I mean, simple burger, but again, a new technique that I've learned, that scoring of the burger. That was very cool. I'll see you on the next video. I have a lot of things coming down the line. I'm doing some dry aged videos. I made some salami. They won't be ready for another month. But again, and I'll work some burgers in here and there. If you're interested in buying this ballistic griddle or any of the other products, I'll have links down below in that description box. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.